Hello and welcome back to the Academic Society. It's Toyin here. Today's video is all about choosing a planner and organization system for grad school. And so this video is part 2 of my grad school prep series. So if you missed part 1, which was all about the 4 things you need to do right after you get your acceptance letter to a grad program, definitely check that video out first. I will link it in the description of this video. Right, so this grad school prep series is sponsored by my program, Grad School Prep. So I have an online course, it's a digital course called Grad School Prep, where I teach you the mindset, time management, and productivity skills that you need to succeed and excel in grad school. So I'll put a link for it in the description of this video if you are interested in checking it out, just to figure out how to prepare for grad school and what to look forward to. So that link will actually take you to my free training, which are 5 reasons students are underprepared for grad school and how to prepare yourself. So even if you don't purchase the course, you can get that free training via the link in the description. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm Toyin, I'm the founder of the Academic Society. I got my PhD in math. I landed my dream job as a lecturer at a university, and I also create these videos to help grad students, and I also share my academic lifestyle here on this channel. All right, so like I mentioned, this is part 2 of my grad school prep series, and we're talking all about what planners you need, how to organize your life in grad school, what you need to start setting up now just so you can be organized and have everything in place when you start grad school. So if you are already a current grad student, let us know in the comments what planners, organization systems you use, and maybe it can help others and new grad students who are watching this video. And if you are new here, consider subscribing just so you can get an update when I post new videos. I post new videos every Sunday, and the next part of this series will come out next Sunday. Being organized and managing your time well is essential for grad school success. It's one of the 3 things that I talk about in my grad school prep course. So in this video, let's just talk about all of the planners, the organization systems you'll need to have in place to be well prepared and have success in grad school. All right, so first I'm going to talk about the different levels of systems and organizations that you need to set up, and then I'll also share recommendations from myself as well as grad students in my grad school group on Facebook. I asked them what planners and organization systems they use in grad school. So this video should be very helpful for you. All right, so I believe there are 3 main levels that you should master when it comes to organization and time management in grad school. So that's having a monthly overview, having a weekly overview, and then day-to-day tasks. So let's start with the monthly. I think it's so important to have just a planner or a calendar that just shows the whole month that you can look at a glance. Here in this type of planner, the full month planner, that's where I like to put my appointments, deadlines, due dates. You may want to add when you have classes, go through your syllabus on the first day of class, and write in when all of your assignments are going to be due, just so that every single day you can just look at the month and figure out, oh, I have a bunch of stuff coming up next week. Maybe I should start working on things early, or I have a chill week coming up next week. What can I do to make that week even more chill? So you want to be able to quickly see what's coming up at a glance without having to flip through a bunch of pages. All right, so here are some recommendations of what you can use for an overall monthly calendar or planning system. So me personally, as a lecturer, I create a calendar for my classes with the different topics that I'm covering, so I know what to prep. And I actually use that calendar to put all of my appointments, all of my deadlines, things I'm applying for. I use that as my monthly overview. So you can make your own calendar and do that. Other recommendations include a Google Calendar or your iCalendar, so that you can keep track of things on your phone as well as on your computer, and you can see the whole month quickly and easily at a glance. All right, and so I'm going to link all of the suggestions in this video in the description below the video. So after the monthly overview, I think you also need a weekly planner. So this is a planner that you go in week to week. You just see Sunday to Saturday or Monday through Friday on the calendar when you open it up. All right, so this is where I like to plan on what I'm going to work on week to week. I usually like to take either Sunday evening or Monday morning, set aside 15 to 30 minutes just to plan out my entire week. This is where you want to put your action steps. So what are the actions that you are going to be taking every single day throughout the week? I like the weekly planner because Different from the monthly planner, you get into like the nitty-gritty of the things that need to get done. So yes, you may have a deadline that you see on your monthly calendar, but in the week to week, that's where you're gonna put the actions in place to actually meet that deadline. Right, so I actually have a free weekly planning template that you can use to help plan your week. I'll link it below this video as well. Some recommendations from students for weekly planners include, so we have some paper planner options as well as some digital planner options. All right, so paper planner, things that are recommended are the Happy Planner, Erin Condren planners, and the Productivity Planner. So these were the most widely listed ones when I asked my grad students. Also, you can go digital, so if you want to keep track of things on your phone, plan on the go. Someone mentioned an app called the Agenda app. I personally like to use Trello, and I actually have a Trello course that is bundled up inside of my grad school prep course if you want to check that out. I also use something called Asana, which is a digital system, and I teach that inside of my Project Management for Academics course. Something you can also do is to create a digital bullet journal. So someone in my community, Erica Romano from Ever Educating, she has a whole video and a whole system about how to use a digital and create a digital bullet journal. So that may be something to take a look at. I'll definitely link her information in the description of this video. And so after the monthly and weekly planning, then we get into the day-to-day. That's where the real magic happens. I am all about creating a daily to-do list every single day. Even when I'm working from home, I have to create a daily to-do list just so I can keep myself on track. This is really where the time management comes in the day-to-day act. Did you know, this is something I talk about in my grad school prep course, did you know that we can lose between 3 to 5 hours every day just doing nothing? Like just procrastination, putting things off, getting distracted. It can total 3 hours. So I think having a to-do list can help fix that and gives you something to focus on, and it takes out that time of wondering, what should I work on next? We don't have that time to waste. We want to have it on our daily to-do list. There are definitely some pitfalls that you can fall into with daily to-do lists, like making your tasks too big when really your task should have been broken down into 5 subtasks. So having a lot of things on your to-do list is not great either. The more things you have on your to-do list, the less likely you're able to get any of them done. So I highly recommend creating a to-do list and then coming back and having a top 3 priority list. Like if you get these 3 things done, you are productive for the day. All right, so for a to-do list, I like to have just like a notebook or a piece of paper that I use every single day. I typically like to do this on paper. You can also do this digitally with Trello or an app or your notes app or something like that. So my recommendation would be to get a journal or a notebook. You can create your own bullet journal. You can look into Trello and figure out how that works as well. All right, so what is your next step? So after you've done everything I've said in the first video of this series, the next thing that you need to do is figure out what exactly are you going to use. Set up your organization and planning system. So what are you going to use to keep track of things monthly? What are you going to use to keep track of things weekly? And what are you going to use to keep track of things on the day-to-day? This can all be in one planner, or this can be in 3 separate things. It's up to you. You just have to figure out what works for you. So I would love it if you let me know in the comments, what do you plan to use for monthly, weekly, and daily planning? And if you're currently a grad student, definitely share with us what you use for these as well. Remember, I teach all of this time management, mindset, and productivity skills inside of my course, Grad School Prep. I have a free training all about how to prepare for grad school and why students are underprepared for grad school. I'll link that in the description of this video. So next in this series, I am talking about how to create a list of non-negotiables for grad school. So in grad school, you'll be pulled in a lot of different directions. So you have to figure out, well, what is necessary? What do I have to do? And what can be put off? So we'll talk about how to figure out what your list of non-negotiables are in the next video. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, definitely give this video a like. It really helps the channel if you like the videos. And if you are new here, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back next week with the next video in this series. Have a wonderful day. Bye.